Welcome to the Force Multiplier Podcast, where we talk about tactical business strategies, building high-performance sales teams, and growing your business. If you're ready to break free from the status quo and join the ranks of the Mavericks, the Rebels, and the Renegades who refuse to conform and instead build multi-million-dollar businesses, then buckle up, because here we go. Welcome to the Force Multiplier Podcast. I am your host, Brian Will. And as always, this podcast is based on my Wall Street Journal and USA Today best-selling books, The Dropout Multimillionaire, and my latest book, which is called No, The Psychology of Sales and Negotiation. Today, we're going to talk about 4 hard truths in business. Okay? I like this topic because many times when people start a business, they don't really understand what they're in for. They think of the glitz and the glamour of being a CEO and being an entrepreneur and aren't really prepared for some of the hard truths. And so I want to get into those. If you're already in business, then these will probably just be a reminder of things that you're already experiencing. So with that introduction, here we go. Number 1, business ideas are useless. I love this one because how many times have you heard someone say, hey, that was my idea. I should get paid for it. And my answer is no, I'm sorry. Ideas without execution are useless. I remember back in 1982, my friend's father worked for AT&T and he got one of these computers and he brought it home. And this thing was awesome. We had these little dual mini floppy disks that we would stick in to play games with. I'm 16 years old at the time, and I remember thinking, man, everybody should have a computer in their home. Unfortunately, I didn't have the ability to execute on it. Michael Dell did. He became a multi-billionaire. Bottom line, ideas are useless unless you can execute. Number 2, let's say that now you're in business and your business either isn't profitable, isn't as profitable as you'd like it to be, it's failing, or worse, it already failed. Here is the hard truth number 2. It wasn't the economy. It's not your competition. It's not the supply chain. The problem is you. It's your fault if your business failed. And the sooner you realize that, the sooner you can figure out how to fix it or start another one and not make those mistakes again. So let's start with, if your business failed, you probably didn't know what you were doing. You don't know how to run this particular business, and you need help. You need a coach. You need to find someone who's been there and done that, doing what you're trying to do, so that they can help you skip the mistakes you're making and skip the mistakes you're going to make in the future. Now, to be fair, some businesses just don't work. I've had business failures. Not every business is going to succeed. But even those businesses, those failures were my fault. In a couple cases, I started a business that didn't have a shot. I didn't understand what I was doing. In other cases, sometimes businesses just wear out. They don't last forever. Unless your business evolves, it improvises and adapts, they do naturally die over time. I'll give you an example. I owned a bar here in my hometown that had been there for 15 years. I bought it and it was a smoking bar. You could go in there and smoke. And when the bar started, that was all the rage. It was huge. But over time, smoking became less and less of a thing. And when COVID hit and we had to shut down and reopened, smoking was toast. Nobody wanted to do it. That bar couldn't get the customers back and it failed. Now, it failed not because of the smoking issue. It failed because I did not improvise and adapt over time and turn it into something else. In my case, I shut it down, opened a bar about half a mile up the street that was a non-smoking bar, and that thing's cranking. So I improvised and adapted, but did it in a different location. Number 3, hard truth. The rich get richer and the poor get poor. That is a hard truth. And there's a reason why. The rich get richer because they know how to make money. And the poor get poorer because they do not. This doesn't mean that poor people can't make money, but it does mean they're going to have to change the way they think and the way they act. Now, I'm sorry, but if you aren't making a lot of money, it's literally because you don't know how. I use this example. I like to tell people, listen, you are who you are. And who you are got you where you are. And if you want more money, more success, you are going to have to change who you are. That's just the way it works. You can argue that fact, you can cry, you can whine, you can say it's not fair, but it's still the truth. And here's the deal. If you want to learn to grow, again, I'm going to repeat myself, you need to get a good coach, a good mentor, join a mastermind, join an accelerator. This is the quickest way for you to get from where you are to where you want to be. Number 4, and I like this one. If you do start making money, in fact, if you do start making a lot of money, please God, do not listen to the people on the internet who promise that they can invest your money and they can beat the market. Nobody beats the market consistently. Not Goldman Sachs, not Citibank. Warren Buffett doesn't. I mean, he almost sets the market. Nobody beats it, okay? Especially not the guy on the video telling you that his crypto platform is earning 1% a day, or his stock picking ability is unbelievable, and he beats the market day in and day out. If any of those methods worked, if any of that was true, Warren Buffett would hire them. They would be trillionaires. They wouldn't be online telling you that they need to get your money so they can invest it. It doesn't work. You will probably lose your money. If you make some money, be smart with your money. Your greatest ability to create wealth in this country is in your ability to run a successful business, not in your or anybody else's ability to pick stocks. So that's it for today. If any of this rings true, if you'd like to get more information on how I can help you avoid these mistakes, grow your business faster and more profitably, this is what I do in my one-on-one and group coaching sessions. You can go to my website, send me a message. I can set up an introductory call and we'll see if we can help you. Here's the deal. I can make you better. I appreciate you being with me today on the Force Multiplier podcast. The website is www.brianwillmedia.com or theforcemm.com. And remember, you have to be in the game to win the game. I hope you enjoyed this episode, and if you would like to get more information on either of my books, joining the Force Multiplier Mastermind, or my one-on-one coaching programs, you can find me at www.brianwillmedia.com.